Hello, all you X and Allies! No limit here! It's time again for Axis Allies Global for a Variant Game Season 5 Recap! Well, we're about to finish 6 rounds. This shall be, get focused here. This shall be the French turn. And being 6 rounds, you know, typically France don't have much. They can't spend anything, but they will move a few things. And afterwards, after I make their non-combat moves, they're not going to have any combat moves. I'm going to do the recap of 6 rounds of war. Of the 6th round anyways, because France would finish the 6th round. So let's get to the French, shall we? Because we know they have no money at this point. So they have 2 men in Egypt. They're going to stay there, so that'll be part of the recap. They have 2 men in Morocco. They're going to stay there as well. Part of the recap. And 2 in jolly old England. Don't you know, old chap? Also part of the recap. They're not doing anything either. Scratching their butts. But they still have the little Navy in 88 after destroying a German sub. So last round. So they're going to just move them to 92. So that'll be the recap for French turn. They have a destroyer and a cruiser in 91. About to use the seaport of jolly old England. Thank you very much, old chap. Oh, well, you're welcome. Merci. Alright, so let's get to the recap. Now, in our game, since it is a variant game, this is where China goes first, and the British Pacific and Anzacs are combined as one economy and one turn, and so they call them the Far East Command. I call them the Feeks, or fecal matter. But I don't stink like yours, people. So they'll be going after Italy in their turn in this game. So let's see what China has wroughted. Well, China didn't do any battles for a while. And into suffering casualties for a while, about 2 or 3 rounds of it. But they haven't taken over the territories, and Far East Command has been helping them as well. So they're just moving, busting out from inner China to outer China. Look at those territories taking over for them. Oh, so they're going to just, let's see, in this round they'll be taking just about every territory. With the Russians and the Far East Command's help, of course. So man, look at what they have. Their base at 16 at the time, plus their national objective of Burma Road being open, just $6. So I have 22 to spend for next round. And this is the stuff they have. They still have their, how do you call them, their flying tigers, and they have about what? About 10 troops and a couple artillery in Kui Chau. Yeah, they're about to go further. Excellent! So, we'll get to what China's up to later. But, second in this in turn will be Corporal Clegg's Germany! And I should have mentioned, that was WARDEN's China. Duh. Okay, Corporal Clegg's Germany. He also has Italy as well. Corporal Clegg had to take over Enderman 103. Enderman had things to do. So Corporal Clegg was gracious enough to take over and be the new Fuhrer. And let's see what the Fuhrer did here. Well, building a lot in France. And of course in Germany. Going further into the Eastern Front of all that stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, still have a lot of tanks and in Leningrad, that is. And they bombed a few factories. They bombed that factory too, previously. So now they have to inherit the bomb out factory. There's a lot of factories that have been bombed in this game, as you see. Talk about that later. Let's see what yeah, well, Germany don't have no navy anymore. Let's see. Let's see what they have to spend. Yeah, let's see. Oh no, I'll put it down here. Yeah. So the base part is 43, plus they got an NO for the Leningrad. And I should have put that there, but I didn't. But they have an NO for 5 in Leningrad. And plus they have this indicates they had technology, which is war bonds, and he rolled a 4. So they have what, 43, 48, I think 52 to spend next round. So Germany's still pretty rich in IPC, so you gotta be careful with them. So good going, Clegg. So let's see who's up after them. It'll be PROZACH, Russia. Let's see what they did. Yeah, they got a couple of bombed out factories because he did from the Italians. Oh, but they didn't even bother to repair them, so they have really only one factory to build out of since Leningrad's captured. But they still they collect their NO, 5 IPCs. I don't know for how long, and they really don't have any infantry in regular infantry in Europe. It's all mostly mechs, tanks, and artillery, and of course aircrafts. Oh, so he's bunching up in there when what? Smolensk or Bryansk? I think it's Bryansk. Is that Bryansk? Yeah, it's Bryansk. Yeah, well, they just lost their Belarus to the Italians, but they're just ready for itching for a counterattack somewhere. Still have their Western Ukraine and Bessarabia. After they had to take both those over from the Italians, I believe. Or was it from Germany? I don't recall. That's what they had to do. Well, they still have their sub in the Baltics. They can't do much. Well, they can actually. They can venture out because now the dangerous straits are open to them. So keep that in mind, PROZACH. Venture out. Do some convoy damage somewhere. Let me see what else. Let's see what their Siberian forces is. Well, they still have their Korea. They took over Johor from the Japanese, so that goes to the Chinese income. Very good, PROZACH. Very good. And also saving an air base or landing spot for the American bomber as well. So PROZACH will be spending what, 40 IPCs for next round. Very good, PROZACH. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Should indicate China didn't suffer any losses for 2-3 rounds. So they're at 78 IPCs. I had them at 90, but I miscalculated. So there are 78 IPCs in losses for 6 rounds of war. Whereas Germany, let's see what they've lost. So they lost. And I think I do very good. Okay. They lost a couple of tanks. I think that was in Leningrad. When they had to take it over, they lost 3 infantry. And their France factory, which was bombed to the max, they had to repair it, 6 IPCs. So that goes towards their losses and IPC losses. So let's see what altogether you'd be at 27 in losses in round 6, or up or into the 400 mark. Oh, the 400 club, 414 marks. Oh, what a big mark. That ain't me. Whereas Russia, what did they lose? They lost 3 artilleries, 5 troops, 4 mechanized units, and 2 of their AA guns. So they lost, what, 53 in IPCs and total unit losses. So there were 197 rubles in losses in 6 rounds of battle. Not quite the 200 mark, 200 club yet, but that'll change soon enough, unfortunately. So now, Japan! Let's see what... Run by LT! Let's see what he's been up to. Well, let's see. Well, he's going further into... greedily going further into Australia. Taking the remaining my remaining units in Queensland and South Australia. I still have a build-up in the Sydney Sea Zone. It took out an American destroyer in '54, I believe they did. They built a tank out of their new factory in Sydney. They still pretty much their fleet intact, pretty much. And also their fleet, their aircraft as well. Their Air Force. Oh, look at that Air Force in the Philippines. And pilot wanted to attack it, but not with that in there. And the kamikazes that would no doubt come in, and maybe some scramblers too. So, Pileto thought the better of it and didn't do it. But they have LT still have a toehold in Quang time. I don't know how for long. But they have quite a buildup in Tokyo, and that ain't going down ain't gonna go down soon enough. Let's see what they collect. 20, 30, 35, 38 in base pay, plus 5 in their NO because of Sydney. Around 43 they'll be spending next round. And if you wonder why LT's out of position, gave up pretty much Asia because of it. Only because earlier he thought there's going to be a sea lion earlier in this game. About 2-3 rounds ago. And everybody thought it was going to be a sea lion too, including him. So he was under the impression that it was going to fall, and the American Navy would have to come over and try to take back London. So he ventured out into the waters, and eventually took over Sydney, which is a good tactic, but only if a sea lion would have came. It would be a great tactic, great strategy. He was under the impression, just like everybody else, except for Enderman, who was Fury at the time. Everybody thought that the sea lion was going to go, including LT. Everybody did, except for, of course, the old fear, Enderman 1-3. I guess he was afraid of those AA guns that would cut into his his Luftwaffe Air Forces. He would probably maybe lost 1 or 2, maybe, if you average it out. And at 60% of getting London, it would have been diminished down close to 50%, maybe, if you lost any aircrafts because of the AA guns. So that's probably why Enderman didn't do it. Yeah, to the chagrin of LT. Because if he knew that wasn't going to go down, he wouldn't have even ventured into Australia. You know, this will be his new money islands over here. Right? That's why he didn't go for these other money islands. It does have a VC out of it, but I think he would rather have those because of no sea line. So that's why he's out of position. But he's still very formidable in the water. You still got to be scared of him. Otherwise, it would be stupid not to. Okay, so let's see what he lost. Let's see. Oh, he did take out my battleship in this territory, in this sea zone over here at the time. Before, of course, I took the fecal matter, took it back. But at the time, there was a battleship there. He brought 2 bombers there, and he lost one of them. So that's the reason why he lost the bomber. He also lost. In the sixth round, he lost also a sub, transport, a gun, a tank, a couple of mechs, 3 artilleries, a fighter, and 6 men. Also, he lost a factory. And that was in what he built in Kiangsu. And of course, the Feeks took it back for China. And since China is a decentralized government, it can't use factories. So according to the rules, that factory is destroyed. So they'll go towards LT's losses in units, IPC losses. That gotta hurt. Let's see. So they lost 96 altogether in the 6th round. So they're up to what, 298 yens. Ay ay ay. They're almost in the 300 club. 2 more, they will be. Too bad, LT. Not too bad for the Allies, of course. Of course, who's would be next? The Americans. Yay, Americans. This is run by Paletto. Yay! So let's see what Paletto's been up to. Well, he did take over French Suriname. He's building up in the East Coast. Took over Denmark along with the Danish Straits. Very good. Yeah, let's see. Well, he's still building up. Let's see what he's doing in the Pacific. Well, let's see what he's doing in the Pacific. Well, he stood pat in that sea zone of the Carolines. He put a block in 46. He did take out, with his bomber from Korea, he did take out transfer of Japan's. He put his 7 in that sea zone right there, 36. Still got proper Air Force in Hawaii. He did take out a sub of Japan in that sea zone. I think it's 14, I believe. And he's still building up. In the West Coast. Very good. Paletto. Let's see what he'll be collecting. Well, let's see, his base pay is what? 40, 52. 54, I think he saved something. So 54 plus 20 in NOs because of that. 74 he'll spend. And he has a twin tech of also a successful roles in long-range aircrafts and jet fighters. Yay! Paletto, very good for you. So you better watch out, Axis. He's coming for you with his aircrafts. So let's see what they lost. They lost their blocking destroyer in 54 to the Japanese, so they lost 8 in round 6 of IPC losses, which would put them 72 for the whole war so far. $72. So they're not quite in the 100 club yet. Let's hope it stays that way. And now for United Kingdom, which is Warden's again. Well, let's see what Warden. Yeah, well, he did take West Germany since Paletto opened the Danish Straits for him, so he took over West Germany. He's not going to hold it for long, but just to be a pain to Clegg. And he's building up more in jolly old England. He's still stuck in Gibraltar ever since, I think, round 1. He's building up in his factory in Egypt. He took over Greece. Still have a little navy there as well in the Mediterranean. Very good, Clegg. No, not Clegg. Warden. Just because I want to call him Clegg because he's British. But Warden's the British forces in this game. So let's see what they. Yeah, let's see. They'll be collecting 30. Have base pay of 36 plus 5 before 41 because of his British Empire of NO. A very good Warden. And he still has Norway and even Finland. Let's hope it stays that way. So let's see. They didn't lose anything, so they're still at 226 in 6 rounds of war. 226 pounds. Let's see. I think they bombed factory. I think they bombed a factory again in southern France. I believe they did to the max. Kind of early they bombed that factory in Normandy. That's still smoldering. Let's see who. So that's it. That's it for wardens. So let's see. Italy. Let's see what they have wrought. Corporal Clegg's Italy again. He just made his turn. He took back Belarus. While he's helping Germany in its defense with a tank, a couple of tanks and a mech. And earlier in this game, his bomber bombed out Ukraine and Stalingrad, which is still smoldering. And PROZACH didn't even bother repairing the damages. He's building up northern Italy, but leading his Rome capital bare. That's a head scratcher. Only 3 infantry there, but I guess because of the minor factory, it should be in my opinion, it should be a major factory in Rome. I mean, it's a capital. What the heck? I always thought that was pretty stupid in this game. But in my house rules, if you see my video, I have a safety valve for that one. I have a solution for that. But anyways, let's see. So they'll be collecting 11. Clegg said 12, but I think he forgot he lost his possessions in Ethiopia and Libya, even though he did take 3 more territories in the Eastern Front. So that would put him up at 11 in IPCs. Unfortunately, he gets no NOs. He didn't collect any NOs in this entire game, I think. Poor Clegg. But he's the enemy, so I can't feel too sorry for him. But also, he did, with his lone sub, he did bravely go into that season 113, 112 or 113, I forget what it was, against all that force. And he did, his submarine did hit it with his torpedo, and the Allies hadn't figured out what losses would take because of that Italian torpedo. Of course, naturally, all that force has destroyed his Italian sub, which bravely died. So we don't. My thing is the hit's gonna be on one of those carriers. A damage, in my opinion. We'll see. Let's see what Paletto and Warden will have decide on that one. I doubt they'll lose a destroyer on that baby. Well, we'll see. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the Italians lost. Of course, there's a brave sub that was lost. They lose. It looks like a chip under it. No, that's not a chip. They also lost a troop and artillery. They lost 13 in round 6, so that puts them about 175. Aye, that's more than all the allies. Many single allies, with the exception of Britain, of course, which is at 226. But 175 for such a minor nation. IPC lost in 6 rounds. Ay. Yeah, well, let's see. Okay, let's see. The Far East Command, which is run by me. Yeah, no limit. So let's see what I've rotted. Yeah, lost my Australia. But I did take back my Celebes. Yeah, even took my cruiser, which didn't get a hit, so I took it there for nothing. But I did take over Celebes. Oh boy. With my tank and 2 men. And I took over Kiangsi. And Kiangsu I just took over just minimal casualties to myself. I took it away from the Japanese, along with the minor factory was in it, just automatically destroyed since it's Chinese territory, and Chinese can't build out factories since they're a decentralized government, and rules say that the factory is just taken out of play, destroyed. So there. I still have the bulk of my Air Force right there. And so I build out mostly ships in my factory, 4 subs and a transport. While moving my Persian forces back to Asia, but moving my mechs into the Mideast, just in case. And let's see what else. Well, nothing else I can report, except this is what I'll be spending. I got 20, 30, 35, 38. I'll be spending next round. Those money islands help. Yeah, he's taking my other my islands. LTs. Ugh. So, good thing I have those money islands. Otherwise, I'd be in real dire straits. Let's see. That's it for the Far East Command. Let's see what they lost. So, lost a total of, in round 6, they lost a total of 5 mechs, an A-gun, an infantry, and a battleship. Well, that battleship didn't die in vain. It took out a cruiser earlier and a transport. So let's see, what did I lose in this? I lost a total of 48 IPCs and unit losses in round 6. So that puts me with the 100 and... what the heck? Is that 164? I believe it. 164. I believe 164 in dollars. I lost, so it's not quite as much as the Italians at 175. But that battleship really upped the ante in total losses. And of course, France didn't lose anything, so they're still at 82 IPCs lost in this whole war so far. Let's hope it stays that way. They still have their navy there and all those infantry. So that concludes round 6. And so we'll be going to round 7 next time. It'll be the Warden's turn of China. So stay tuned for that. So, no limit out.